Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight I'm going to give you a speech on why not to vote. I know that title's a little confusing, but just hear me out. I swore an oath to the Constitution of the United States, not just once, but twice. Today's speech was going to provide you with the knowledge to understand what voting really is, why you shouldn't do it, and what we can do as a society to change. Voting is nothing more than the illusion of choice. It's two options that are extremely similar but are made to look different. In the fact that Pepsi and Coke is a choice between two different things. They're both literally the same soft drink. Both left and right work for the exact same people. In the 2012 election, $1,977,000,000 were spent alone in that election for the presidential race. And those numbers between the two parties are almost literally 50-50. The corporations that support Bush Jr., or I should say supported Bush Jr., are the same corporations that support Obama today. Hence why in America, politics really doesn't change. It's a bunch of minor differences. Now, only about half of the people in the United States vote. Not even. I believe it's somewhere around 40 or so percent. So that means the majority of that 40% is actually whoever picks our president. So technically, less than 1/4 of all Americans actually agree with who we have as president of our country. If you continue to vote, you continue to perpetuate the problem. If everyone in this country did not vote on the next election, it would make an obvious cry towards change in our country. In the words of Stalin, voters decide nothing. People who count voters decide everything. If that statement sounds a little confusing, there's a documentary you should check out. It's called Hacking Democracy, and it's free. It's on YouTube, full length. Everybody blames society, but we are society. Change has to start with yourself. Be the change that you wish to see in the world, which is a good quote by Gandhi. If what I am telling you tonight bothers you, then you should get active. Education is the tool that we can have to put our country on the right path for the future. And the good old saying, in the age of information, ignorance is a choice. The internet is a great tool and can really teach you a lot of things from both sides. Although what I'm saying sounds like anarchy, this is probably the most patriotic thing we as Americans can do. The atrocities that continue to happen in our political system are at a boiling point. By not voting, we can show them that we mean business and that these actions are no longer going to be tolerated. If my speech didn't make any sense to you, I suggest you investigate these topics further. Hopefully the info that I gave was well received. The basics of this speech was to cover what voting is, why not to, and what can be done for the future. So in the next election, ask yourself, what choice do I really have?